Greetings everyone and welcome back to Deliverance from Addiction. Today I want to talk about how methadone is a false hope for drug addicts. Now on paper, methadone sounds like a good idea. In principle, it works pretty much the way nicotine patches work for cigarette smokers. Basically, and if you're not aware how a nicotine patch works, it basically still feeds your nicotine addiction, just without the adverse health effects of smoking cigarettes or using any other tobacco products would cause. And methadone basically works on the same principle. It still feeds your opiate addiction, however, without getting high. Sounds good on paper, right? In practice, not so much. The problem with this is, A, you're not truly free from opiates because it's still feeding your opiate addiction. So are you truly free from opiates if you use methadone? No, you're not, because you're still a slave to methadone. And I have a personal, actually my best friend who used to be an opiate addict. She had an offer from her friend to go on a vacation in the Caribbean for 2 weeks. And my first question to her was, where are you getting your daily dose of methadone from? And she didn't have an answer for that. She said, I never even thought about that. Her methadone intake, but her methadone level was so high, she could not go a single day without getting her daily methadone dose. And on a rare occasion she would miss, she would cringe, and because you know how much pain she would be on from the withdrawal effects. And even one time, I was, peer pressured into taking her to go buy some on the street. That's how bad her addiction to the methadone was. Because methadone is, I don't want anybody says, it's addictive. And it's been scientifically proven that it takes twice as long to get off of methadone than it does heroin. And another thing to know about methadone is that most addicts who use methadone and go to a methadone clinic aren't there because they have a genuine desire to get clean. They're trying to avoid jail time. Because most methadone addicts I have personally known, they were there by court mandate. And they just wanted to avoid jail. They had no interest in being clean. And most of them who went to a methadone clinic were still using heroin and other opiates. So it just made their addiction worse. So keep that in mind. Methadone, a false hope for opiate addicts. If you're on that, you're truly not free. And like I said before, it takes twice as long to get off of methadone than it does heroin. And everyone I know that's been on methadone has tried to get off of methadone. It's been an excruciating process because you have to slowly taper down over time. And I can't tell you how many times when the level will go down just a bit, they would freak out and like, oh my God, put my level back up, because they couldn't stand the withdrawal effects of the methadone. So don't even get on it in the first place. Yes, I'm not discounting for anybody out there who may have benefited from it, who generally want to be clean. I'm not discounting the benefits it had for you. But in my own personal observation, it's not as great as advertised. So let me know about your experiences with using methadone down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. So until next time, take care and God bless.